Good morning. Welcome to Just for Today, a time of eclectic reading, sharing of perspectives, meditation, and prayer. I'm Reverend Rafe Ellis, Senior Minister and Spiritual Leader of the newly joined Centers for Spiritual Living Communities of Greater Baltimore and Columbia. Today is August 26th, and this morning's Just for Today is pre-recorded because I am at the Howard County Clergy Alliance meeting this morning. So I picked up the book this morning, The Spiritual Law of Cause and Effect, The Inner Mechanics of Mind, Law, and Divine Intelligence. And this is written by Reverend Willow Frost. And I opened it up to page 85. We are creative beings. And this is what the first paragraph offers us. One of the most empowering revelations in the teachings of science of mind is the understanding that we are inherently creative beings. This is not creativity limited to art, music, or invention, but a deeper, more universal creativity, the ability to shape our experience, direct our evolution, and participate in the ongoing unfoldment of the universe itself. As expressions of the infinite, endowed with the faculties of thought, imagination, and belief, we are not passive observers of life. We are active co-creators within it. And what that reminds me of is that we are each centers of the creative process, that we are made out of the creative process, the energy of it, the substance of it, consciousness itself, whatever label we resonate with. And so we are the activity of creation. Every thought we have, every action we take is all happening within that creative process. Thought, law, and form. And so it behooves us, I think, to be aware of that, to be intentional about what we're enacting, what we're giving law to act upon. Law is simply the doer of creation. It's referred to as law because it acts the same no matter what, no matter who, no matter when, no matter how. It simply receives the thought, receives the idea, receives the belief, receives the mental equivalent, the picture, and acts upon it. Now, what we don't control is how law acts upon it. And my experience and what we teach is that what is manifested, what is enacted by law, always mirrors back to us exactly what we believe, which then gives us feedback. It's much, the analogy that works, it's like, if you're playing darts and there's a target and you throw the dart and it lands on the target, you get instant feedback from the target on how to adjust your aim for the dart to go where you want it. And so our thoughts, our beliefs, our desires are acted upon exactly like that by law. And so we get instant feedback when we have experience, when we have situations that happen in life. And I think probably the thing that we do that circumvents our true authority is we think we can actually create in a vacuum. And we're all using one consciousness. And so everything I put into law impacts you, and everything you put into law impacts me. I get to choose how I experience that by what I tell myself about it. But there's no place in one creative process where any of us can manifest an experience that doesn't have an impact on the whole body of creation. And I think when we finally grasp that, then we will really grasp our true agency. That we are centers, we are portals of this infinite creative process. That we have a power beyond what we understand we have. And we can use it. And so, what if we each focused on a mental equivalent that uplifted everything and everybody, that uplifted the abundance and the intelligence and the equity and the balance of humanity in the universe, and even parts of it that we're unaware of? What if we all focused on the harmonious operation of one consciousness, of one life? What would change? I think everything would change. I think all of the divisiveness that we're experiencing, we would cease to experience because it would cease to exist. So that's what's alive in me this morning as I read that. And so I'm going to, let me read that one more time and take us into our 5-minute meditation practice. We are creative beings. One of the most empowering revelations in the teachings of science of mind is the understanding that we are inherently creative beings. This is not creativity limited to art, music, or invention, but a deeper, more universal creativity, the ability to shape our experience, direct our evolution, and participate in the ongoing unfoldment of the universe itself. As expressions of the infinite endowed with the faculties of thought, imagination, and belief, we are not passive observers of life. We are active co-creators within it. So in this moment, I recognize, I know again that there is one source, one substance, one absolute reality, one consciousness, everywhere present, that is infinite intelligence, that is infinite possibility, that is the activity of life itself, the expression of life itself, that is forever and ever creating out of itself, infusing itself in its creation to expand, to evolve. And so I know that I am that in form, created out of it, by it, to be a portal through which it creates, through which it expands. And I know that what is true of me is true of all life. And so I simply claim and affirm this morning that each and every expression of the infinite is awakening to the agency born within, to the power, to the creative process that is forever engaged and active. I speak my word, which is the word of the infinite speaking itself into being, that we are awakening to the magnificence that we are, that we are holding in consciousness, that we are activating consciousness itself by holding in our awareness, in our belief system, the harmonious operation of one, the upliftment, the equal upliftment of every expression, the harmonious operation of one life, living in harmony with itself. And in this moment, I see it. I feel it. I feel the resonance of it in every fiber of my being. And so I am grateful. I am grateful that the activity of law acts upon this mental equivalent and makes it so. And so in the faith of that, I release all of the brain noise that wants to tell me it can't happen. I release all of the doubt. I release all of the yes but thinking and return over and over again to the intentionality of holding in faith that mental equivalent of harmony, of peace, of balance, of love, expressing in, through, and as the very operation of humanity, with intention, with purpose. And knowing it is complete, I let go. Ashe. Shalom. Aho. Amen. Amen. And so it is. Namaste.